Welcome to the G.O.A.T Sports Podcast, a weekly sports podcast for kids by kids, where it's all sports all the time. I'm your host, Saket. Welcome to this week's show for Wednesday, November 5th, 2025. Here are the top sports news from around the world. The G.O.A.T Stadium in Navi Mumbai was packed to the ends on November 2nd, as India faced South Africa in a final that promised history for one of the sides. India, having twice finished runners-up, were desperate to break their title drought. South Africa, too, were chasing their maiden crown. South Africa won the toss and chose to bowl, due to the rain on the field from previous rain delays, a decision that set the tone for a high-octane first innings. Smriti Mandhana and Shafali Verma opened with intent. Mandhana was elegant, threading boundaries through cover and square leg, while Shafali was explosive, hammering Kaka for a 6 over long on in the 5th over. The pair added 104 before Mandhana nicked a sharp delivery from Chloe Tryon to the keeper. Shafali continued her assault, reaching 87 on 78 balls with 7 fours and 2 sixes, before falling to Kaka in the 28th over, caught at deep square leg after a mistimed pull. Jemima Rodriguez added brisk 32, and Deepti Sharma anchored the middle overs with a composed 58, rotating the strike and punishing loose deliveries. Richa Ghosh's late cameo of 28 off 14 balls, including a scoop over fine leg for 6, pushed India to a formidable 298 for 7. South Africa's chase began under pressure, and it showed. Tasman Brits was dismissed early, edging Renika Singh to slip, but Laura Wolvaert steadied the innings, playing with poise and precision. She brought up her 50 with a flick off her pads, and later reached her century with a crisp drive through extra covers. At 200 for 4 in the 40th over, South Africa were well in the hunt. Then came the moment that changed everything. Wolvaert lofted Deepti Sharma over deep mid-wicket. Amarjot sprinted in, misjudged the flight, and the ball bounced off her right hand and then her left before she clutched it on her third attempt. A juggling catch that stunned the crowd and shifted momentum. Deepti ran riot from there, finishing 5 wickets, 39 runs, including the wickets of Wolvaert and de Klerk, to seal the game. Shafali returned to bowl in the 44th over and struck twice, removing Cap and Sune loose with brilliant deliveries. South Africa collapsed to 246 all out in 45.3 overs. The final wicket was Nandine de Klerk. Faced a low full toss from Deepti Sharma, which he tried to loft over the covers for 4. But remember, de Klerk was the reason India lost previously to South Africa in the group stage matches. So as long as she was in the game, it wasn't over. She mistimed the ball though, and it went to the back of the running Harmanpreet Kaur to seal the game for India in the finals. It sparked wild celebrations. Harmanpreet Kaur led the charge, lifting the trophy as fireworks lit up in Navi Mumbai sky. Shafali Verma was named Player of the Match for her all-around brilliance, while Deepti Sharma earned Player of the Series honors for her 215 runs and 22 wickets across the tournament. Prime Minister Narendra Modi announces a national reception for the team, and social media exploded with tributes to the women in blue. India's long wait was over. They were finally world champions, and the legacy of this team was etched into cricketing history. The atmosphere at Rogers Centre for Game 7 was electric, weighted by the Blue Jays' quest for their first title since 1993. The home team delivered the initial punch in the 3rd inning when Bo Bichette launched a massive 3-run home run, propelling Toronto to a commanding 3-0 lead. The Dodgers, facing an early deficit in a winner-take-all game, displayed the poise of champions. They patiently chipped away using a pair of sacrifice flies from T. Hernandez and Edmund in the middle innings to narrow the score to 3-2. However, the Blue Jays immediately responded in the 6th, pushing the score back to a 2-run margin at 4-2, ensuring the tension remained high as the game went down to the final innings. The true legendary moments unfolded in the late stages of this game. In the 8th inning, veteran power hitter Max Muncy provided a crucial spark, connecting for a solo home run that tightened the score to a precarious 4-3. This set the stage for one of the most memorable moments in World Series history. With the Dodgers down to their final 2 outs in the 9th inning, Miguel Rojas, renowned for his defense, not his power, blasted a shocking solo home run to silence the Toronto crowd and tie the game at 4-4, forcing the extra innings. The drama peaked at the bottom of the 9th when the Blue Jays had bases loaded, and Miguel Rojas again came up with a shocking play. This play was a force out at home plate that prevented the winning run from scoring. keeping the game tied at 4-4. Had Rojas failed to field the ball cleanly or made a poor throw, the Blue Jays would have won the World Series on that single play. It was the defensive brilliance immediately following his offensive heroics that ensured the game would continue into the 10th inning and beyond. In the 11th inning, when Will Smith delivered the decisive blow, hitting a solo home run off Shane Bieber that finally gave Dodgers their first lead of the night, 5-4. With the weight of the championship on the line, the Dodgers turned to their winning pitcher, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, in the 9th inning to secure the game. Yamamoto, pitching with incredible fortitude, navigated the final game with determination. After recording 2 quick outs, he faced Blue Jays catcher Alejandro Kirk. On the final pitch, Kirk hit a sharp ground ball to second base. Shortstop Mookie Betts grabs the ball and steps on the second base bag before firing it to Freddie Freeman to seal the game. The Dodgers win. The final out was recorded, sealing the 5-4 victory and securing the Dodgers' second consecutive World Series title. Smith's go-ahead home run and Rojas' clutch 9th inning blast became instant postseason lore, commemorating a hard-fought championship and cementing the final score: Los Angeles Dodgers 5, Toronto Blue Jays 4.